Never do this when they pull away. Avoid these 5 mistakes at all costs. Hi, everyone. Robert Zink, your miracle mentor and alchemy success coach. And today we are soaring high like a big, beautiful eagle. We're always flying in the direction of your dreams and goals. High flyers, want to remind you to claim your free 30 minutes of miracle mentoring and alchemy success coaching. Find out what a mentoring program can mean for your life. Look, we've helped people in 60 different countries. We can help you too with the law of attraction. Visit us at lawofattractionsolutions.com. So, what's going on? I mean, high flyers, you're in a relationship or you've been seeing somebody and all of a sudden they go cold on you. They stop calling you, they start ghosting you, they might even block you. So here's 5 important things that you must not do when they pull away. So my experience has been that most people want a quick fix to the problem. What can I do so that we have the communication that we used to have, so that they start calling me, so that we start spending more time together, so that they give me more attention? What can I do quickly? Give me something I can do. I'll do it. And then they'll start calling. And it doesn't work quite that way. You see, we're dealing with human beings, we're dealing with energy, we're dealing with vibration. So there are fixes to the problem, but they're not quick. I think the reason many people want a quick fix is that they're worried that they're going to be forgotten or that they're going to find someone else. And so they want to hurry up and get back together so that their partner can't find someone else. Well, look, you can always find someone else. And if you choose to give up someone in your life, you can do that whether you're with them or whether you're not with them. It really doesn't make a difference. So, again, going for the quick fix is never the solution. But making these 5 mistakes after you've been together and they start pulling away, whether it's a marriage, whether it's a friendship, whatever it is, if you violate these rules, you do so at your own peril, because each one of these mistakes violates the principles of the law of attraction. Well, number 1 is over contacting. And when you start over contacting someone, when you're calling them morning, noon, and night, hey, why aren't you calling me? You usually used to call me in the morning to say good morning. Now you don't do it. So now I'm calling you. And all of that kind of stuff. When you're over contacting, you're operating from a lack or a scarcity mentality. And that works against you. That is opposite of the law of attraction. Again, over contacting, it's usually based on fear and doubt and worry and anxiety. Rather than raise your vibration and take your energy to its highest potential, which makes you a beacon of magnetism, you actually, most people start lowering their vibration and they give into this worry and doubt and fear. And they start over contacting because they want the other person to make them feel secure. Listen, the only one that can make you feel secure is you. So, high flyers, I believe it's important that we give up this whole notion of trying to fix it. I got to fix this. And rather think in terms of, how do I move back into alignment? How do we create alignment? What makes more sense is to focus on your own vibration and give them space. That gives them the space to miss you. Now, look, if you're walking around the house and all you're doing is fretting and all you're doing is feeling angry and anxiety and nervousness and pain because the two of you aren't together right now, then you're really not giving them space. You're still in their energy field with this negative stuff. And they feel it. Maybe not consciously, but on an energetic level, they do feel it. So give them space. Reshift. That's an important word here. Reshift the focus back on yourself. So, number 2 is what I call midnight confession. Now, midnight confession, it can take place anywhere at any time. I mean, it doesn't have to be at midnight. That's just the name for it. But think about this when you just start spilling your guts and opening up your feelings. And some people say, I'm going to write them a letter. What are you going to write the letter about? I'm going to share all my feelings. And how does that help? That might help you, to get those feelings out, but I don't think it helps them. You see, right now, for whatever reason, they've decided to pull away. You chasing them and throwing all your feelings at them. Come back to me. Here's how much I love you. Here's how much I need you. All of that, look, it doesn't come across as love. It doesn't come across as positive desire. It comes across as neediness. That's how it comes across. And when you're operating out of neediness, that's again contrary to law of attraction. Think about this. Don't you already have what you desire? You say, what are you talking about, Robert? Well, look, everything that you desire in this relationship, in this friendship, whatever it is, it already exists. You have to reawaken it first within yourself, and then it will start to reawaken in the outer world. There's a time for opening up your feelings, but it's a time when the other person is receptive, when it empowers them to hear your feelings and they're sharing their feelings with you. That's how it works. Not you writing a long letter. It doesn't work that way. You see, one of the reasons people write these long letters or send these long emails is they've made that other person a god. I didn't say God, but a god, a type of special being that they must prostrate. Is that how you say the word prostrate? I think so. Anyway, get on your knees too. You get the idea. You don't have to. That isn't how relationships are created. And that's the opposite of magnetism. What I would suggest is that you script your feelings instead and that you share them with the universe. I think it makes more sense. It will help you get all those feelings out, and you can share the kind of relationship, the kind of attention you'd like to receive with the universe. And who's your partner in manifesting? The universe. You are a co-creator of your reality. Well, the third big mistake is letting anger take over. No one was ever attracted to someone because they were angry. Anger is a statement. It's an inner statement. And the inner statement is, why don't you behave the way I want you to? Think about it. Every time you get angry at another person, it's usually because they didn't behave the way you wanted them to. Remember what we talked about, alignment. Alignment is what is important, high flyers, not anger. It's opposite of magnetism. It's opposite of law of attraction. So rather, focus on healing. Every time you start to feel that anger and you just want, oh, how come they're not calling me? And they did this, they lied to me, and all of that. Every time you feel that anger, put your hands together for a moment. Close your eyes and say, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. This is Ho'oponopono. Do it on a regular basis. It will change your life because first it's clearing you and healing you because they're a part of you, but it's also clearing and healing them as well. Anger is not a healing agent, but love is. Well, number 4 is countless apologies. You are calling them, you're writing them every day, you're driving by their house and you're apologizing. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. One time and make it a real apology, not just something you're saying to get their attention or to get them to come back to you. A real apology of what you feel and what you've done and the responsibility you're taking. And then let it go. No more apologies. You only need to apologize once. Rather, in all your interactions, focus on building trust. Trust is so important in a relationship, and it's essential that you have trust with your partner, with your friend, with whoever it is. So, anytime you give your word or you say you're going to do something, do it. That's what builds trust. And number 5 is blaming yourself. It's all my fault. Mea culpa, my fault. Now, look, while you may have manifested your reality, that doesn't necessarily mean it's your fault. Let me give an example. If I'm driving through an intersection and a car hits me and they ran a red light, at some level, I manifested that into my reality. But that doesn't mean that the accident is my fault. And it's the same thing here. When two people start to separate, it doesn't usually happen like that. It's usually over an extended period of time. So think about it. Think about it. Is it just your fault? And if it is, telling them over and over again won't change it. But making the vibrational and the interchanges within your spirit, within your heart, that's what changes things. So rather than focus on why you're at fault, place your focus on raising yourself to the highest version of you. A few other tips: create from within. It all begins in here first. Create from within. Ignore the 3D. Just ignore it. Because, well, Robert, there's a third party involved. What do I do about that? Focus on yourself. Focus on your energy. Focus on what you're creating. Focus on the kind of reality you want to live. In the reality you desire to live, there is no third party. So focus on that. You're a creator. Think like one. And most importantly, believe. Just believe that what you are doing is working. Hey, want to remind you, this is really important. One of the most important things you can do is take care of your subconscious mind. If your conscious mind is going in this direction and your subconscious is going in the opposite direction, it's difficult to manifest. It works against you. So what I'm suggesting is that you take me up on my 7 days free at miraclehypnosisonline.com. That's miraclehypnosisonline.com. We have all kinds of wonderful things there for you designed to help you take control of your subconscious and live the life you desire, the money you desire, the love you crave, and the health and happiness you depend on. miraclehypnosisonline.com. Now, check out this next video. I think it's what you're looking for.